The VW ID.4 had a strong sales performance in 2023, but challenges lie ahead. Volkswagen sold 37,789 ID.4s last year, marking an 84% increase from 2022 and accounting for 11.5% of VW's total U.S. sales. Despite ramping up production at the Chattanooga, Tennessee plant where the American ID.4s are assembled, there is a noticeable slowdown in overall EV demand, and competition is intensifying. Unlike a year ago, there are no longer waiting lists for the ID.4, and it might even be the most affordable lease option in a VW showroom. However, the 2024 model is set to receive significant upgrades that should attract more buyers. Powertrain upgrades. The new model will see a substantial power increase. A new rear motor, called the AP 550, features a stator with more and larger square section wires, a larger heatsink, and an enhanced oil and water cooling system. This boosts the output for rear-wheel drive models with the 77.0 kilowatt-hour battery from 201 horsepower and 229 pound-feet of torque to 282 horsepower and 402 pound-feet. The all-wheel drive version will also include this new rear motor, paired with the existing 107 horsepower and 99 pound-feet front motor. Due to limitations in the power control electronics, the power increase for this version isn't as dramatic as for the rear drive model, but combined power still rises from 295 to 335 horsepower, and torque jumps from 339 pound-feet to nearly 500. VW hasn't disclosed the exact figure. We recorded a 60 miles per hour time of 5.4 seconds for the 2021 all-wheel drive ID.4 we tested, and the 2024 model reduces that to 4.8 seconds. Battery and range enhancements. The net battery capacity remains at 77.0 kilowatt-hours, but the battery chemistry has been slightly improved. This, combined with the new motor, which is not only more powerful but also more efficient, results in increased range. The EPA estimates that the range for the rear-wheel drive model has increased from 275 to 291 miles, while the all-wheel drive model sees a modest increase from 255 to 263 miles. In our 75 miles per hour highway range test, the Pro S AWD achieved 240 miles, the same distance as the 2021 model we previously tested. The entry-level rear drive model with the 58.0 kilowatt-hour battery does not receive these powertrain updates, maintaining its horsepower and torque at 201 and 229 pound-feet, respectively. Its range slightly decreases from 209 to 206 miles. It's important to note that VW, like most EV manufacturers, recommends charging to only 80% to preserve battery life, unless on a long trip. Therefore, reduce these range estimates by about 20% for typical real-world driving conditions. Infotainment system upgrades. More notable than the range improvements are the upgrades to the infotainment system. As someone with a 2023 ID.4 in our family's fleet, I can attest that the current system's interface seems designed to maximize the number of inputs needed for simple tasks, coupled with a computer that feels less intuitive than expected. The 2024 model features an upgraded system similar to the one previewed in the upcoming ID.7, with a slightly larger 12.9-inch LCD screen, compared to 12.0 inches in the previous model. For the 77.0 kilowatt-hour versions, the new system includes a strip of HVAC controls permanently displayed at the bottom edge of the screen, improving usability significantly. Improved controls and usability. You can now activate the seat heaters and air conditioning directly, without navigating through menus. The touch sliders for fan speed and driver and passenger climate zones are still present, but they are now illuminated for nighttime use. The menus have been simplified and are customizable. The top left of the main screen features 5 shortcuts for easy access to your most used functions. Additionally, the computer operating the system is significantly more powerful, with AI capabilities that enhance the speed and accuracy of voice command responses. Steering wheel and control revisions. The steering wheel controls have been improved. A new button on the right spoke activates the steering wheel heater. Switching from adaptive cruise control to normal cruise control is now done through a series of button presses rather than a push, slide, and second push. For better visibility, VW has relocated the rotary shifter from the right edge of the instrument cluster to a fixed stalk on the right side of the steering column. Driving the new ID.4. We tested these upgrades during a short drive in California with a top-of-the-line AWD Pro S model and again in Michigan for instrumented testing. The 14% power increase is immediately noticeable. While acceleration tapers off at higher speeds, the ID.4's quick throttle response and enhanced acceleration make urban driving feel effortless and confident. Ride and handling. The ID.4 maintains excellent ride and handling in city and suburban settings. The quiet and smooth powertrain contributes to a refined driving experience, with noise levels measured at 67 decibels at 70 miles per hour. However, when pushing the ID.4 Pro S AWD on twisty roads, the car's 4,888 pound weight and insufficient damping become apparent, resulting in a somewhat wobbly feel. While it's not a sports car, it does offer respectable skid pad grip at 86 cm. Infotainment system. The new infotainment system is a significant improvement. It still includes wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, but you no longer need to rely on these systems to avoid the car's native applications. The ID.4's navigation system now offers unique features, such as programming it to find charging stations when the battery reaches a specified level, catering to varying levels of range anxiety. Additionally, you can set up to 10 charging waypoints along your route, and the system will indicate how many charging stations are available at Electrify America points. Pricing and incentives. Pricing ranges from $41,160 for the base model with the 58.0 kilowatt-hour battery to $58,480 for the top-tier AWD Pro S Plus, reflecting a 5% increase from the start of the 2023 model year. All versions of the ID.4 qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit, making it the only non-domestic EV eligible for this incentive. While the Electrify America charging package is not as generous as the previous 3 years of free charging, you still receive 500 kilowatt-hours of free charging, about 10 charges from 20 to 80%, followed by a roughly 25% discount. These genuine upgrades should help keep the ID.4 competitive for the next few years, provided there's a market for EVs. Now, I just need to figure out how to transplant the new screen and technology into our car. 2024 Volkswagen ID.4. More power, more range, more to love? The 2024 Volkswagen ID.4 brings welcome improvements to the popular electric SUV. While the exterior design remains largely unchanged, significant upgrades have been made under the hood, making it a more compelling option in the competitive EV market. Power boost and extended range. The biggest highlight is the enhanced performance for models equipped with the larger 77.0 kilowatt-hour battery pack. A new electric motor bumps up horsepower to 282 in rear-wheel drive configurations and reaches up to 330 horsepower with all-wheel drive. This translates to zippy acceleration and a more engaging driving experience. Furthermore, the range has seen a significant improvement. The ID.4 Pro with the larger battery now boasts an EPA estimated range of 291 miles, making it a practical choice for longer journeys. Charging on the go. The ID.4 offers convenient charging options. It includes 3 years of unlimited DC fast charging at Electrify America stations, allowing for quick top-ups on the road. The estimated DC fast charging time from 10% to 80% is around 28 minutes, which is handy for extended trips.